All right, Libra. Wow. First of all, we have the Empress here. Now, she is in the challenge position. This is our major arcana card. And the Empress, as we know, this is you also, Libra. This is the card of Libra. It can also be the card of Taurus, but it is in the challenge position. Now, this represents so many different things for me. I'm not going to get into all of them, but it's definitely 3 speaks to growth. It speaks to expansion. One of the messages that I'm getting or picking up is I feel as if all of a sudden there's a shift for some of you that changes, and that by the end of the March, something that was completely stuck almost like turns around. And I feel for some of you, it's gradual. And for some of you, it's really fast, like almost, see, we've got this energy of very much being, it's almost like not passable. Things aren't moving forward. They're very much up and down, choppy. And then there's a possibility for some of you where something comes in, an offer comes in, a person comes in, and then all of a sudden you're moving very quickly. And that's why the Knight of Swords is here. But for some of you, I feel like you get information or you hear news about a move, and this may be work related. This may not be you, could be your spouse. It could definitely, with the armor here, this could be very much government or military related, where instead of going this route, all of a sudden you're going this way. And it's from being stuck to all of a sudden, bam, you're moving, or information is coming in regarding a situation. Now, this definitely can be in love. It can also be in terms of, like, I'm picking up home. So you may be having to rebuild. This could be your physical home, your mental home, emotional or spiritual home. But if you look at this, it's almost like you may have to wait for someone to decide something. They are assessing a situation that is going to affect you. And for some of you, you are going to be the decision maker. And it's like, do I continue on this path? Do I continue in this job? Do I continue with this relationship? Or do I move on to something new? And for some of you, you're going to make the decision very quickly. And this also could be all of a sudden you get an invitation and you're traveling. So this may not just be a move. This could just be in terms of a trip that all of a sudden comes up. It could be that someone invites you. It could be your work tells you, you're going to Spain. Because I feel like over water. I'm in the United States, so I'm being led. I don't know, for some reason, I'm getting Spain for some of you. But it's going to be different for everybody. You're all over the world. So now I feel that possibly where things weren't moving, all of a sudden, because they're moving so fast, for some of you, be careful of moving too quickly on something, because you might rush in so quickly that you're not really looking. From being totally blocked to totally you're on the go. I mean, now it's going to be different. Some people, this may be very important, because I'm almost picking up as if this is like surgical or surgery, and there's a need for something to act upon it quickly and not sit on it. So in that respect, then that's positive. I feel like some of you may even be waiting for the go ahead on building a house or something with land. I'm getting like soil or dirt. Now, this definitely could be planting seeds, figuratively speaking, or literally speaking, I guess I could say too. I feel like in terms of a child is what I'm being led to say. And that where maybe there's been some difficulties regarding a child, that something comes in very quickly. So that's one of the things that I am picking up. But, with this card, I'm really focused to, this definitely could even be in an investment, that things that you've been investing in, it could be a financial investment, could be in terms of a relationship, definitely a mental or emotional investment that has really kind of, it's almost like there's a need to take a step back and really decide what direction you want to go in. In terms of a business, there's an opportunity that is coming in, and it comes in so fast that their timing is going to be very important. So just be aware. You might be like waiting for news to come in, and all of a sudden the news comes in very fast. And so time is of the essence for some of you. Now, I'm feeling with the Empress in the challenge position that growth has maybe been hindered in some way. Getting that it's almost like possibly a situation where it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And it's almost like you're feeling stuck. Because if you look at these energies, this is very much moving forward, and then all of a sudden you're going back, and then moving forward, and then you're going back again. And it's this repetitive cycle that maybe has gotten you so you're not very happy. So that's another message that I'm picking up. Now, with the number 3, and there's possibly for some of you a choice to make. So this could definitely be an offer in terms of work. It could be a relocation. It could also be examining the finances, or how much do I want to invest financially into a business opportunity? Do I want to go that direction? The past may definitely have some influence in whatever this is, whether relationship or learning from our past lessons, or by moving forward, you have to look back. And some of you may have been having a difficult time moving forward in some way. And it could also be with the Empress. And since we have the Empress and I have 2 Knights here, and these, in terms of male or female, I'm not really focusing on that so much, but the Empress is the number 3, and we have 3 main people. We have the Empress and 2 Knights, and there may be a decision in terms of love that some of you have to decide. Do I let go of the past or the person I've been with and take a chance on starting something new? And you're reflecting on what to do. And so there's also very much that somebody new comes in, but I don't know. When I look at the Knight of Swords, it's like I don't know, somehow, I don't know if they remind you of somebody from your past, But I get this being pulled almost backwards. So with the three being in the challenge position, don't just jump into love for, like, look before you leap is the message that I'm getting. Because I feel like here there's a lot, things are moving really quickly. And, oh, sorry, you can't even see that. So I wanted to show that to you. Things are moving very fast. Could even be news travels fast. But, where you were once very contemplative and possibly even stuck, then there's an offer of some kind. So I just get the feeling it's going to be different for some people. Some of it, time is of the essence. And for some of you, it could just be careful that there isn't something that is pulling you back or pulling you backwards, or there isn't someone that's pulling you back. There could be new love coming in. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Does not have to be, but it could be. Somebody makes an offer, but you can't go there. Like you're not in a good place. You're being pulled back to somebody else or to past memories or remembrances or something like that. What direction are you going to grow the most? It's definitely about growth and, unsticking yourself. And finding a balance, because when I look at these cards together, it's like we're very much stuck. Here we're moving way too fast. And this is kind of like right in the middle of the three. Message is here. Okay, so the Two of Swords. And let me just take this in here. We do have a visitor, my cat Nicholas, so please just bear with him. What I'm picking up on this reading is that I feel as if there is a decision to be made, and quite a few of you out there are having a very difficult time. We do have the Two of Swords here with us, and she is protecting her heart. She's also got her eyes covered. This represents communication. Also, it's the Two of Swords, which represents air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. It doesn't have to, though. But she's in the dark about, or he, let me just make that clear, he or she, doesn't matter. It can be either one. They're in the dark and unsure of what to do in this current situation. I am really picking up that this really has to do with a love situation, a relationship, a marriage. I feel as if here at the heart of the matter, we have the one major arcana card, and it is the Hermit. And the Hermit card is in reverse. And with the cards that I saw in the pre-shuffle, and here with the Three of Swords in the upright position, I am feeling as if, first of all, with the Hermit, the general meaning here that I am getting is that somebody has to make a choice about a relationship, and they're not making that choice. They're not making that choice. It's almost like they'd rather be miserable and with somebody than not with somebody. In the week of March 30th, this is what's going on, is what I'm feeling. So you're unable to make a choice You're not happy in your relationship or in your marriage, whatever the case may be, but you're being a hermit about it, and you're not seeing the light. You're not following your inner light or following the path that you are supposed to be on. Because it's in the reverse, there's a delay in that. I know, Nicholas. Okay, so there's a delay in that, and you're not seeing your way out. That's what I was getting at the beginning of the pre-shuffle, is that you're feeling stuck and like there is no way out, but there is. There is. And I think what is going to help is here, and this is, again, male or female, but this is like to look at all the lions and your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Look at all the lions here and the growth that you would gain by leaving the situation. It may not be easy, but it's just you're stuck and you're not growing. And I think by using your inner strength, you will grow. You will. And let me just see if I can pick up on something else. With the Page of Swords here, this represents communication. It can represent messages. I also am picking up on anger. I'm really focusing on the red, especially the red in his face or her face. I feel like there's anger in communication. And as I felt dizzy. And I'm feeling like somebody is just, going in circles. I'm looking at the little birds here, the little messages. Somebody's just going in circles. And it's like this whole thing is just a big circle. You're not going anywhere. It's kind of like the mouse on that little wheel, or the hamster on the wheel that just goes round and round and round. And that's kind of what I feel like, like the stars, like, there's an idea or a fantasy that you have that this, or your thinking will clear up about this relationship. And the message that I'm getting, and this isn't going to apply for all of you, but I do feel like your head is in the clouds at this point. And for some of you, you're angry, and maybe angry at yourself, or you have angry thoughts, or you want to send an angry message. If this, but for others of you, it's like a little fantasy of maybe what you want. This person can represent somebody that you want or that you hope this will turn into. But to me, the page represents a new start, a new beginning. And I'm not feeling like it's something new and fresh, along with her, with the Queen of Wands, can be a male, like I said earlier, but it's just like looking for growth and starting new. That's what I'm feeling for the week of March 30th. Now, like I said earlier, if this isn't applying to you, then it can definitely be somebody close to you that is going to reveal something to you, or maybe you know the truth about a situation and you haven't told this person or friend, or you found something out. And I feel like in March 30, or the week of March 30th, for some of you, this is going to keep going on. And for some of you, more is going to come out. The air is going to get cleared for some of you. It's almost like he's cutting away the clouds with the sword, or she's cutting away the clouds For some of you, this is like an antenna, and the communication will get cleared. For others of you, it's still not clear, and that is why we have the Two of Swords here, not being able to make that choice. So I do feel like for the week of March 30th, some of you are going through the process, because I did see a judge, I did see courts, I did see that already being in the process. But for some of you, it's just beginning, or it's going to be revealed in the week of March 30th. And for others, you're still in the dark. You still don't know what to do, what choice to make. So what I would recommend is get your head out of the clouds and face what is going on. Swords represent truth and facts. Look at your inner heart and find out, what is the truth? What are the facts? What's going on? And find your inner light. Because right now you're in the dark. This is in reverse. But you can find, and maybe it'll take a mentor or a spiritual mentor, or a wise person to talk to, somebody, that will help you see the light and light your path and free yourself, so that you're not stuck. Because I almost feel like here with the ice and the snow, like you're frozen in fear. Like see how stiff he looks? It's like you're just frozen. But that you don't have to be. So those are the messages that I am receiving. Once again, this is for the sign of Libra. Please keep in mind, too, that this is a general reading. I am feeling that this could also be involved in a business situation, but I really am feeling more, like if in a business situation, it's almost like three people or three partners, or one has stabbed the others in the back or in the heart, not literally, figuratively, because this is an air sign. These are thoughts and communication. But to be honest, I really feel like this is more of a love reading. But she is also the sign of the entrepreneur. So it could be regarding business in a sense and the growth of a business, but I'm seeing it more from what I saw. Whatever this is, it's a toxic situation is what I'm feeling.